Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we used a submersible to go down to the research station in Manan and found out that all the Selkath had gone crazy. Why? Because the mining that they were doing for the KOTOR awakened some ancient beast, which turned out to be their progenitor, how the Selkath came to be. And I guess it had some kind of a shrill cry that made the Selkath go insane and start attacking all the scientists and everything. So all the mercenaries that went down are pretty much dead. There was like maybe one or two that were still alive, a couple of scientists as well. But what we did was we stopped the machines, we destroyed them, and that led the ancient creature to make way for us to go to the star map, which is what we got. And then we got arrested once we got back up and by the Selkath, and we told them what happened, and they let us go. So, that's where we're at. We have a couple of things left. Mainly the Sunry's trial. Was that down here? Yes, it was. So I think we could just start doing that now. Oh wait. I need to talk to the warden, right, to get the trial started. So that's what we're gonna do. Warden was right in here. So you were the arbiter in the Sunry Alasa murder case, then. I hope you're as impartial as the office is traditionally supposed to be. You off-worlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. What is it I can do for you now? What do you know about the murder of Alasa? Sunry is from the Republic. Alasa was from the Sith. They kill each other all the time. What more is there to know? But as to the details, that's for the judges of our courts to decide. Is there anything else? Yeah, let's begin the trial. Are you certain, human? Once a trial has begun, it cannot be stopped. And once judgment is given, the case can never be reopened. You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. This is the role of the arbiter. Are you certain you wish to begin the trial now? Actually, hold on. That is your right, arbiter. When you're ready to proceed with a trial, come speak to me. The reason I wanted to hold off is because the guy that stopped us going outside of the hotel, he said that both parties are guilty, right? So we never really found out what yeah, you may have heard rumors that Sunny may have been cheating on his wife. We may need to talk to some more people. Wrong way. Oh, Elora. I guess we should probably bring Jolie back. Let's get rid of Juhani and bring this guy back. And you can level up. Well, we're almost there.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
I'm trying. Okay, can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Your husband might not be so innocent, Elora.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this. I hear you've been appointed...
Yeah. tell me about Sunry and Alasa.
I started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
He's killed many Sith before.
That was a long time ago. In a war far, far away.
I see what you did there.
He's changed now. Settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence. This is all a plot.
It's possible.
Fine.
Okay, so that literally led nowhere. So Glupor confessed that the Sith made him plant the metal as evidence against Sunry after the murder occurred. It would seem that the Sith are indeed trying to frame him. First said he was staying at the hotel when the murder occurred. He claims he saw nothing, and that's all you'll get out of him. Okay, let me remove this mask, so I keep forgetting about it. Let's go back and talk to those people. Okay, let's see if these guys have anything new to say.
You're the one defending. Well,
Nothing new there. Did you see anything? Don't beep beep boop beep me.
You again. Didn't I? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war kept the rest of the building. Yes, she rented a room every week or so. Coincidentally, it was right. I'm not saying anything like that. And there isn't any. Oh, well.
Maybe if I toss in under credits?
Since you put it that way.
There we go.
Well, one time, I saw Alasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course.
Of course.
And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She was a Dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
I'm glad I came back to talk to this guy. Maybe Glupor can give us some new information? Questions? No. He's done. Guys, you're killing me. Alright. I think we're good. Oh, that's not where I want to go. Yeah, I think we got all the information that we really need. Could be wrong. But, yeah, let's just get it started. I'll save right beforehand, just in case. Okay, so let's save. So we are session 19. Begins the trial. Yes, let's begin. Very well, human. I shall advise the court, and we will begin immediately. Let the record show that the trial of Sunry versus the Ahto City Authority has commenced. Presiding are Judges Shelkar, Josa, Nalishikan, Kota, and Dula. This trial is to determine the culpability of Sunry in the death of the Sith Alasa. Representing Sunry in his defense is a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? I don't know if I'm going to find Sunry innocent. I have no comments at this time. Acting as a prosecutor for the Ahto City Authority is an impartial observer from the Sith Empire.
It is an honor to see justice served, and I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
Do not be too overzealous in pressing your commission, Sith. The first matter of business is the presentation of a sworn testimony by the proprietor, Ignis, of the hotel where the murder occurred. What is the testimony you wish to give us?
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Know your place, Sith. This is important evidence. The court will keep this in mind near the top of the list of pertinent facts. We will not begin by calling forth the witnesses to the crime and taking their testimony. After each witness has given their testimony and you have cross-examined them, you may ask the presiding judges for their opinions on the current state of the case. This is a special privilege given by Manon law only to the defendant, so use it wisely. First witness is Firith. The prosecution will question the witness first.
You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Do not undermine the witness. Objection sustained. Ask the witness your questions and do it promptly.
Of course, Your Honor. Firith Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
A very pertinent point, prosecutor. It is now the defense's turn to cross-examine the witness. Did you actually see the murder happen?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
Your point is well taken, Arbiter. Do you have any additional questions? How could Sunry have harmed her if he was a cripple?
Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but yeah, I mean, how could he kill a Sith warrior in combat? I don't know for sure.
Do not think less of Sunry because of his handicap. He is fully capable. Can't you see that the man can hardly walk, let alone fight Elassa? That is enough for now. We will deliberate on this later in private. Do you have any additional questions? Was the metal left at the crime scene not a little too obvious?
I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you?
The argument has merit. Do you have any additional questions? Elassa is a dark Jedi, isn't she?
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
No, this piece of evidence is very important. It establishes the character of Elassa and perhaps her intent in dealing with Sunry. Do you have any additional questions? I have no additional questions. Come on. Very well. Would you like to use this opportunity to poll the judges? Yes. I do not have enough information to make an informed decision. I am unsure as yet as to whether Sunry was the actual murderer. I cannot make my decision on what I've yet seen. I just do not have enough info to judge this case yet. Cannot tell if Sunry killed Elassa, but I'm confident it will be proven. Since the defense has no further questions, we will call out the second witness, the Rodian Glupor. The prosecution may question the witness.
Glupor the Rhodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Yes, Glupor sees Sunry running down hallway. And when Glupor look in room, Sith woman dead on floor.
This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Perhaps, Sith. Perhaps. It is the turn of the defense to question the witness now. Did you see Sunry kill Elassa? Glupor not see Sunry really hurt Sith, but Glupor did see Sunry leaving a room with dead Sith in it. But Glupor not see him really kill Sith. An important distinction, Arbiter. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Isn't the metal at the crime scene too obvious a clue? Glupor not know. Why anyone would leave things in someone else's room? Glupor just think these things happen. It is just odd. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Did you plant the metal on Elassa? Glupor...
Don't do it, Glupor.
The prosecution will be silent. What is it you wish to say, Glupor? Glupor paid by Sith to plant the metal.
Lies! Slander! I object!
You are certain of this, Glupor? Glupor is certain. Glupor wonky. This new evidence puts the entire case in a new light. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? Glupor wonky, remember that. Glupor is certain. Do you really think a cripple could have hurt Elassa? Sunry seems like a strong man, but he is hurt too. Glupor not think that man like that would stand up to a Sith. Not at all. But Sunry still run fast after. We know full well the extent of Sunry's injuries, Arbiter. But the fact still remains. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? I have no additional questions. Would you like to poll the judges? Sure. I do not have enough info. Unsure. Cannot make my decision. I do not believe Sunry, a well-standing citizen, Republic citizen, could have committed this crime. Perhaps I was wrong after all, in my thoughts about Sunry. If the defense has no more questions, the court will call out Alora, Sunry's wife. So we got 2 out of 5.
Are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes, I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elassa.
A supposition for now, prosecutor. Does the defense have any questions for the witness? Sunry was a Republic war hero, wasn't he?
Yes, he fought against the Sith in the last war. He fought bravely, and was even awarded the Hero's Cross. I don't know how much that means to the Sith, or to your Selkath, your honors. But in the Republic, it is awarded only to the bravest, most valorous, most honorable men. The kind of man who earns that medal would not kill someone in cold blood.
Your husband earned a medal because he excelled at killing Sith. It relates directly. Do not let personal opinions sway your judgment of the law. Do you have any more questions? Was it true your husband was having an affair with Elassa?
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
Be silent. You have already questioned the witness, prosecutor.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
This is very enlightening evidence. It will influence our deliberation considerably. Any more questions? Sunry was a cripple. Could he have killed Elassa?
He was a good man, but his injuries pained him terribly. But he always held on, always persevered. I don't think he could have beaten her or anything like that. But a blaster? I just don't know.
Sunry seems fully capable to me, but it seems unlikely that he would choose to do such a thing. Any more questions? I have no questions. We'll use this opportunity to poll the judges. Yeah. Not enough info. I think Sunry was perfectly capable of committing this crime. I cannot make my decision on what I've seen. Do not believe Sunry could have committed it. Perhaps I was wrong. Does the prosecution have any remaining witnesses to call forth?
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors.
Very well.
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Alassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Alassa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Do not interrupt the accused. In fact, I think you said quite enough already, prosecutor. Do you have any questions to ask the accused, Arbiter? You were going there to end the affair. Would the Sith object?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Be silent, prosecutor. This is a valuable point that lends some credence to your defense, Arbiter. Is there anything else? Could Alassa have gotten hold of your medal?
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
Supposition, Your Honors?
True, but it does have merit and deserves consideration. Okay, Alassa was a Sith spy, wasn't she?
Of course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith woman get with an old cripple like me?
You're not helping yourself, Sunry. You only give reason why you might kill her. He merely states facts. The incompetence of the murder indicates that her occupation was not the motive for the killing. The fact remains, Alassa was a Sith and likely a spy as well. Anything else? No more questions. Sure, poll the judges. So far, out of 5, 2 for yes, 2 for innocent, 1 guilty, and 2 uncertain. Not enough info. Unsure. Weighted against Sunry. Nope. And innocent. The witnesses have all been called forward and questioned by both prosecution and defense. The prosecution will now present in closing its summary of the pertinent facts of the case.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Alassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Indeed. And your closing statements, Arbiter? No one actually witnessed the murder. Truth.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
If you speak out of turn again, you'll be forcibly ejected from the court. The Arbiter speaks a valid fact. Is there another point you'd like to make? Sunry was ending the affair, so the Sith... okay, Sunry was a cripple and couldn't have killed her. That, I mean, that's a stupid statement. Sith are obviously evil and set this up. That's a stupid statement. Sunry was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her. Maybe Alassa was a spy and the Sith are framing Sunry. Okay, I'm gonna go with Sunry was ending the affair.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Your time for arguments has passed, and you would do well to remember that. The Arbiter's argument does bring up a valid point. Is there anything else? Alassa was a spy. I find that highly unlikely, Arbiter. The Sith have no need of such deception. The facts speak clear. But the Sith have been known for violence, deception, and murder before. That is also true. Is there another point? No. The court will not deliberate amongst ourselves. This court hereby finds Sunry innocent of the murder of the Sith Alasa.
Your honors! No!
Silence! The verdict has been delivered, and this trial is now over.
Oh, Sunry, I'm so glad.
Elora, thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Okay. All that just for 400 XP? Shit. Alright, well that's done. Anything else? So we need to find the Selkath that I talked to before, and I don't even remember where they were. I don't even know where to find them. Maybe this guy? Human, your return. Have you information for me? Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkath youth? Have you news of my daughter, Shasa? I have information for you, Shayless. Excellent. You have done well. What have you learned? Maybe for credits could refresh my memory. The Sith are training the Selkath youth in the ways of the Dark Jedi. Yes, this makes sense. It is a wonder I did not see this before. Manon's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malik brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them in the ways of the Sith, he'll have a strong following among the Selkath people. Strong enough to seize control of Manon and our Kolto. My daughter, Shasa, she too has been indoctrinated into the Sith camp. I've convinced your daughter to turn her back on the Sith ways. Human, if you speak the truth, I'm forever in your debt. And yet my joy is tempered by the knowledge that the Sith still walk freely about Manon. Hopefully the testimony of my daughter will be enough proof of their actions, to make the Ahto City authorities take action. I hope so. You have done much for me, human. Here are the credits I promised you. I only wish I had more to give. Keep your credits, Shayless. A Jedi has no need of such rewards. You refuse my reward? Truly, humans are a noble breed. Perhaps my species has underestimated your kind.
Hey, kid. That was a good thing you did there. Almost brought a tear to this old man's eye.
That was a truly noble act. The Jedi Council would be pleased.
Please excuse me now, human. I must go speak to the Manon authorities about the Sith plot and what they have done to my beloved daughter. Yeah, level up, baby. So we're now level 15? 16. Attributes. Wisdom is going up. Skills. I believe I was doing repair. Yeah. I'm gonna do drain life. Actually, I don't need that until later, but we're level 16 now. Let me get it now before I forget. So drain life. Oh, sorry. That and death field. You do not have the necessary prerequisites. Oh, I need to be level 18. Got it. Well... Stasis field, I think, would be good. Yeah, let's do stasis field. Alright, and I believe that is it for Manon, for now. We still have the Ganahata run. I believe that's how you say it. The bounty hunter thing. But we're going to go to Dantooine for that. We're going to make a stop off there. Oh, Vassal wants to chat. Sure, let's chat.
How can I help?
Why did the Council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
If the Force wants us to be together, why do you keep resisting my undeniable charms?
I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak.
Mutual attraction? I knew you were interested in me.
Mutual attraction? I never said... It's just an expression. Whatever our feelings... I mean, whatever your feelings, you have to try to
Cellcath, buddy.
ignore them. Don't let this complicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly.
It just seems odd they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I'm still not convinced.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when it's appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
Me? You're the one who thought this was her big audition for masterhood.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit, I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn.
What can I say? It's fun.
Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time?
Mm-hmm. Careful. Remember your self-control.
You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad.
Complain all you want, but I know you love it.
I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
It looks like where we're standing is like the fucking hub of all of Manon. Jesus Christ. We're having a conversation, people. Who are you? Yeah, what do you want? Who are you? My name is Jolan, just a traveling Pazak player. Oh, no, no. No. No Pazak, nope. I know we got a bunch of quests for Pazak, but nope. Living out to city security zone. Cameras deactivated. What? Oh, come on. Yeah. Okay. Let's make our rounds. Mission.
There. What can I do for you?
I need you to make me a security spike.
Sorry.
Bitch.
Hey there. What?
Alright, I want to talk about your brother.
Don't worry. I won't let this...
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind. Canderous. Tell me a story, bro. Tell me a story.
Yeah, what do you want?
Wondering if you have any more war stories.
I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan.
Tell me the story.
For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail.
Ah, did it work?
Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
You were a great warrior, Kandris.
Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know?
No, I'm good.
Your choice. I'm here.
Yeah. Let's use the workbench to upgrade our sabers. So this one's mine. So this one... What crystal is this? Sigil. So Sigil is attack bonus +1. Next door is also +1. Oh, this damage bonus energy 1d6. So next door is kind of meh. Bolt deflection increase +5. Damage bonus energy 2 special. That seems pretty cool. Attack bonus 2. Damage bonus versus racial group droid 1d6 energy special. I mean, this one seems pretty good. So what is this one? Damned. What does Damned do? Attack bonus 3. Okay. Let's see this one. So this one is nothing. So let's do this one. Oh, I can't put two of the same one. That sucks. I guess we'll do Sigil. 1 keen. I don't know what that means. Yeah, might as well do Sigil. The double-bladed saber. Let's do this one and do that one. Green is Jolie. Actually, you know what? Let's give it to Juhani. I think I'll use her more than Jolie. Because he's a consular. Jolie's a consular, and we're also a consular. So I don't think we need 2 consulars. I'd rather have a guardian than and a sentinel. Like, I'd rather have Bastila. Okay. Armor, range, no one's using these. Melee, no one's using those. Yeah. Look at that flare. Very nice. Nothing going on. So 2, 3, and 4 has no story. Zabar has no story that he's willing to share anyway.
Yes. What is it?
Let's chat some more. Something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
What is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
Are you hitting on me? No. What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
What are you saying?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld.
I'm sorry, Gianni. I didn't know.
If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Gianni. There was no way to prevent it.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
Amnesiac, right here. It'll be alright, Gianni.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Okay. Oh, Bastilla. Actually, let's talk to Karth first.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Nothing.
You got it.
Never mind.
How can I help?
You look like you have something to say.
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
You made that sound very painful for you to admit.
Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you, too demanding at times.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the gesture.
I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really.
Maybe, don't forget, edgy, critical, and overly secretive.
Yes, well, there's no need for you to agree so wholeheartedly. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course.
We could be more than friends, Bastilla.
Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I'm glad you did. I care for you too, Bastilla. As a friend.
Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission.
Probably. Alright, so let's make a quick pit stop to Dantooine. Yeah. Really is a beautiful looking city. And can you imagine an entire ocean planet with only one city? Oh, we got a cutscene.
Kalonord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Kalo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
Okay, why'd you do that? Destroying the ship?
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Alright, we've seen this cutscene before. I saw you guys T-posing. Don't act like you didn't. Alright, let's go. Let's bring the Juhans and the Bastilles. Sure. Oh my god, Bastila, you're taking up so much time. So much of my time. Speak to her.
How can I help?
You're curious about something?
Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask, if you'll permit it.
Please.
In our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light.
Mm-hmm.
You follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side.
Very true.
And with so little training.
Yep.
For me, it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion?
I just do what I think is right.
And that's enough for you. If only it were as easy for me. If only the right path was always clear. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I dream I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused, and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side.
Sounds like you have your own demons to face.
I suppose I do. Part of me thinks that it would be worth anything to vanquish evil, even if it meant giving in to my base emotions. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, how could I... No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? And even worse, who am I to try and make you question them?
You know, it's a valid point that you don't hear too often from actual Jedi, you know, about being tempted all the time. Like all the Jedi that we see, you know, we're talking about Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon or Luke, Anakin, I guess, although he did succumb to the dark side. But you never really hear them struggling with these emotions. You know what I mean? To them, it's just pure, like nothing. It just melts off of them. Like nothing ever sticks to them. You know? I agree with Basil. Like sometimes you know the difference between right and wrong, but the justification is what makes it the gray area, right? Like it's like stealing is wrong, right? We all know that stealing is wrong. If you get caught, you go to jail or whatever. But if you're hungry, if you're starving, and you have no choice, you know, are you just going to sit there and die, or are you going to do what you can to eat, right? Again, it's, you know that it's wrong, but the justification for it is gray. I'm not saying it is whether that person is warranted or not. I'm saying it's gray. And you never hear that much.
These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. Please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission.
And even with Bastila, like, yeah, she's been told since she was a kid that she's destined for greatness and all that. How could it not go to her head? Same with Anakin, right? He kept on being told that he was the one. And that went to his head. Totally forgot what I was doing. Oh, right. I had to go outside. So he's at one of the estates. Supposed to be anyway. I don't know how we're gonna figure it out. Like which one he's in. Well, he said something about a speeder, didn't he? There's a speeder. There's multiple speeders. Zulan speeder. This is the speeder of Zulan Centaur, the Grand Slaver. Zulan himself is nowhere in sight. They wanted to look... Hang on. I'll leave the speeder alone. He said he wanted it to look like... to kill him. Wasn't this the one that had to look like an accident? Okay, let's inactivate its alarm system. No, just set a frag. You set the fragmentation mine, then move far away so you won't get caught in the blast when Zulan shows up. This is gonna give me dark side points, I know it. Yep. $200 credits. Alright, perfect. Alright, and I think we can actually go... No, we can't go to the Evanok from here. Let's see if she can talk again. I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What are you thinking about?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We KOTOR do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
It must have been difficult for you.
Yes, it was. I find it difficult to speak of those things. I do not want to live that way ever again. And here, it seems different. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
We're all in this together.
Yes, and that is my point. I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I am used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
No problem. Alright. You want to talk again, Bastila?
How can I help?
I'd like to talk about what you said before, about giving in to your emotions.
Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the Council.
Why do you say that?
The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly.
You're doing your best, I'm sure.
That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough.
I think I'm doing okay. Again, I'm higher in the light side rank than you are. Maybe we could help each other.
That's a kinder response than I deserve. And I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before. And you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together.
We're made for each other, Bastila. You have to see that.
I need time to think about all this. They're not going as I thought they would. We should continue on with our mission for now.
Okay, fair enough. So, now that that's out of the way, let's make a very quick trip to Manan so I can talk to that guy. Alright, here we go. Oh, I gotta get rid of my guys. Forgot about that. Welcome back, Aaron. I see you have come alone. This is good. I assume you're here to discuss the business of the General Harridan? Okay, Zolan Centaur is dead. Yes, Aaron, I'm aware of this. Our agents have been keeping a close eye on you, though I doubt you saw them. They were there when Zolan met his untimely end. And as promised, here's your reward for the task. A blaster developed exclusively for the use of those within our guild. It will serve you well, I'm sure. The assignment was only the beginning. A small test, which I'm pleased to say you passed. But now a more difficult challenge awaits you. There are 3 targets that the General Harridan wants you to remove. If you can eliminate all 3, then you will gain full membership in our ancient guild. The first is a Gamorrean named Vorn Dasrad. The second is a shapeshifter called Rulan Prolik, and the third is a Selkath known as Ithoric Goldar. Okay, tell me about Vorn. Vorn is a freelance bounty hunter. He's very, very good, but he's a bit too sadistic for our taste. He likes to sacrifice an efficient kill for the pleasure of watching his victims suffer. The General Harridan will tolerate a certain amount of competition, but Vorn has become too dangerous. You'd be surprised at how much political damage one rogue assassin can inflict. Vorn was last seen on Tatooine. We suspect he's taken a break from hunting sentients by going after a Krayt dragon. We don't want him to leave the Dune Sea alive. Okay, any tips for the mission? Just be careful when you face off against him. Vorn doesn't travel alone. He's always got his assault droid close at hand. The two of them make a formidable pair. Okay, tell me about Rulan. We don't know much about Rulan, except that he's some kind of shapeshifter. We don't even know if it's a natural ability or the result of some powerful alien technology. But we suspect he's behind several prominent assassinations on the Outer Rim. The General Harridan are worried he might decide how to move his operations closer to the galactic core. With his ability to assume virtually any form, he could wreak havoc in the Galactic Senate. We aren't about to let that happen. Any tips? Finding Rulan won't be easy, but we have reports he may be on Kashyyyk. He's probably honing his skills by hunting the dangerous creatures in the Shadowlands. Tell me about Ithoric. Ithoric isn't violent like Rulan or Vorn, but in many ways he's far more dangerous. He's a con artist and blackmailer who's taken millions of credits from rich and powerful families. He also deals in secret and information, and these can be far more deadly than any blaster. But Ithoric is careful. We know he's somewhere here on Manan, but we don't know where. All we know is how to contact him. There's a Twi'lek named Vec at the Banan soup race. He could set up a meeting between you and Ithorak. Why would Vec set up a meeting between us? Ithorak poses a merchant. Ithorak poses as a merchant of rare antiquities. It's a perfect cover for his real work. Gives him access to rich and powerful families without drawing suspicion. You'll have to convince Vec that you represent a buyer interested in purchasing some rare art from Ithorak. Convince Vec, and you'll set up a meeting. The meeting is your one chance to take Ithorak out. But be careful. He'll choose a time and place, and he's not going to leave himself vulnerable. Anything else? Just a warning, Aaron. The assignments I've given you are far more difficult than the simple bounties I gave you as your first test. Complete all 3 missions, and you will have proven yourself to be truly worthy of joining the General Harridan. As before, you'll be well rewarded for each successful bounty. You can return to me after each mission to collect your reward. Anything else? Lorgal is dead. Yes, the agents I sent to watch you have reported back to me concerning Lorgal's death. You should take pride in a job well done. And as promised, here's a reward for the task. A poisoned vibroblade forged exclusively for the use of those within our guild. It will serve you well, I'm sure. I'll be back. Okay. So, I need to go to the diner. Or not diner, the pub, I guess. Where was the pub? It was on the other side, I'm pretty sure. Why not bring my party members back? It should be over here. Viglo?
Hey man, clear.
No. It was a Selkath. Oh, it was at the swoop races. Right. Right. And that was on the other side. Fuck. Okay, so it should be here. This guy. Congratulations on winning the Banan Championship. I do enjoy your races, human. Makes a nice break from the hectic world I must deal with every day in my business. I need to meet with Ithorak Goldar. Can you set it up? You need to meet with Ithorak? Forgive my skepticism, but you hardly resemble our typical client. We deal in the kind of pieces found in the chambers of a galactic senator. I represent an anonymous buyer from Coruscant. Yes, you do have that look about you. The air of one who serves the rich and powerful. Servile. Fawning. A look I've seen in my own mirror far too often. Very well. I will set up a meeting with my boss. The Sith permit Ithorak to conduct his private business in their non-secured hangar. Go to the docking base and we will meet you there. Alright. Punta Kanspaka? Alright, so let's... Gotta go all the way back to the hangar now. Ithorak is waiting for you inside the hangar. As you probably know, there are no security cameras there. The better to conduct our business away from prying eyes. However, before we go in, I'll point out this rather large assault droid standing beside me. I and the droid will both accompany you to see Ithorak, just to make sure there's no trouble. My business with Ithorak is private. Ithorak is an important man, with access to the rich and powerful. He's not about to let himself become an easy target for a kidnapping or an assassination. When you meet Ithorak, I and the droid will both be there. It's my job to protect my employer, and I intend to do that regardless of my personal feeling towards him. Personal feelings? Do you mean you don't like Ithorak? I mean, you already told us, but... Ithorak can be as temperamental as his clients. Combine that with his arrogance and the way he treats his underlings, and you can understand why I might soon consider seeking other employment. But despite all Ithorak's faults, he does pay well. So I serve my employer faithfully. For now. What if I gave you 500 credits not to protect him? 500 credits to betray Ithrak? 500 credits to abandon the man who insults and belittles me on a daily basis? How can I refuse such a generous offer? Ithrak never appreciated me while I was around, so let's see how he likes dealing with you alone. But before I go, one last warning, human. Whatever your plan for Ithrak is, be careful. I always suspected he was more than just a simple merchant. I've heard people who cross him are rarely heard from again. I don't want to be the risk of his vengeance, so I'm going to disappear for a while. Just in case Ithrak gets the better of you in this, you understand. Goodbye, human, and good luck. You're taking the droid with you too, right? Are you the buyer I'm supposed to meet? Wait a minute, where's Vec? What's going on here? Vec's not on your payroll anymore, Ithrak. I knew I couldn't trust that Twi'lek. Some security advisor. He lets an assassin walk right in on me. Vec's gonna pay for this betrayal, after I'm done taking care of you. Yeah, nice try.
I will be your doom!
There's the dark side points. Alright, one down. It was this way. So there's one on Kashyyyk as well. Kashyyyk will do at a later point in time. I want to kind of move on right now. Oh, Bastila. Do you want to talk?
How can I help?
When we last talked, you said you needed time to think. So?
You have been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
Yes, I think so.
With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this.
What is it supposed to be like?
I don't know. It shouldn't be so hard not to think of you. It should be easy not to think of you. I should have discipline. Jedi discipline. Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you.
Are you interested in me, or in my ability to use the Force?
The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
That's a dark side thing to say. If you have something to say, just say it.
I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me. You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel stronger, more alive.
And I feel more alive when I'm with you?
I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
You're rationalizing, Bastila. You're just scared to face the truth.
You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
I'm going to stop Malak, Bastila. But I want to do it with you at my side.
You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
You know I'm right, Bastila.
But I can't. Malak will...
Shut up and kiss me, you babbling fool. No, I love you, Bastila, and I know you love me.
Okay, you've made your point. Now shut up and kiss me, you fool.
She said instead of me.
We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love.
Didn't feel wrong to me.
It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No, I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
And we scared her off. Oh, wrong way. I'm lost in my own ship, goddammit. Alright. Karth, you have nothing to add?
What's on your mind?
No.
You got it.
Alright. I think we will call it here for this episode. Was that this episode? I'm confused. I don't remember what we did. Yeah, I think we're session 19. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, as I said, we're going to leave it here for this episode. Next time, so the planets we have left are Tatooine and Korriban. Korriban is the Sith planet. So I think we'll leave that one for last. We'll go to Tatooine next, the desert planet, where Luke was from. So it'll be fun. We'll get to see... Well, I don't want to spoil anything. Out of all the planets, I think Tatooine is the one I remember the most. I don't remember exactly why, but I remember certain instances from it. Again, more than the other planets. So, yeah. Something to look forward to. Hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.